that's why, because it was recorded prior to that. But so he was allegedly, George Floyd was suspected of forgery, forging checks and having counterfeit money. I didn't know that forgery and counterfeit money was a death sentence in America.
Yeah, like I said, Dylan Roof killed 9 people in a church.
And they took that nigga to Burger King.
The Burger King gave him a bulletproof vest, and then there was another boy. You know, all of these mass shootings these white boys be doing. There was a white boy like last year shot up a Madden tournament in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, I remember that.
Shot like 12 people. They didn't touch him.
Took his ass to Chick-fil-A probably.
Yeah, he's still at home breathing. So I mean, he in jail breathing or whatever. But you know,
right?
Rules are different for us.
Unfortunately, it is. And this cop, they haven't released the cop's name because I was looking for it. Oh, you know it? What's his name?
Damn, I'm gonna have to probably move the damn because there's a meme going around with his name. I think is it Derek?
Sounds like it. It might be. But anyway, so that cop had his knee on this man's neck for 9 minutes. 9 fucking minutes. And the part that pisses me off, right, is every time we go through one of these situations with police and unarmed black men, excuse me, dying, it makes me wonder, like, who are these police that they're getting? Like, if you're that unprepared or that weak, that much of a punk, that you have to put your knee on a man's neck to stop him from moving because you're afraid, you don't need to be a cop.
But in that case with that guy, like I say, I should have jotted the shit down because they got his name out there. They got a list of basically crimes that he's committed as a police officer that he didn't get, any trouble for, where he's known for being a racist. He's known for discriminating towards cops. And his attorney that he has is the same attorney that helped get that cop out that killed Philando Castile. Is that his name? The guy who got killed a couple years ago in Minnesota, same thing.
Damn.
The attorney that got him off is going to represent him. So they got this whole guy's resume, and he's basically, and that's my question to the Minneapolis police. If I had to, why the fuck are y'all employing people that are blatantly racist and then putting them in black neighborhoods? You should be putting cops in black neighborhoods.
But unfortunately, you know what it comes down to, when these cops will be, the black cops will do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like the black cops feel like they got more to prove to the people in the police force than they do the people that they are paid to serve and protect.
Some of them, I wouldn't say all of them.
Well, no, not all of them, but majority. You know what I mean? Like, and it sucks that I have to do it like that.
Yeah. And some of us ignorantly, we kind of look at black cops like sellouts anyway.
Yeah.
Like one of my friends from high school, he became a cop. We kind of give him a hard time about it. But ideally, honestly, I would feel more comfortable with black cops that look like us, that are familiar with us, that aren't afraid of us in our neighborhoods versus, hick, honky-tonk white boys who fucking got Confederate flags hanging up on their wall at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they're looking at black and brown people as we're beneath them. And if we don't do as they say, they have the right to kill us.
I don't understand what white people is. If you feel like your black people are beneath you, why do you fear somebody that's beneath you socially? If I feel like you're socially not on my level, why the fuck do I have any fear of you whatsoever?
Right.
It's like an ant or, you know what I'm saying, a fucking bug. Like,
but motherfuckers feel that way about spiders. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll see a spider.
And but I just doesn't make any sense. If you know you're socially above, you're on the hierarchy. You're up here, we're down here. What are you scared of us for? We don't fuck with them. Show me a video of us fucking with white people.
We mind our business. We try to mind our business, but it seems like the more we mind our business, the more we get fucked with.
Yeah, and I'm just seeing all kind of videos is circulating. I'm exhausted. I'm like, I can't watch all this. There's literally enough footage of police brutality on black people. You can sit there and watch it for 24 hours. Yeah, you ain't got to play nothing. Just run the damn tape.
Run the tape. Exactly.
It's crazy.
It is.
From 3 years ago, I never heard of. I'm like, yo, I get exhausted from it, honestly, and I just like, I can't watch this. Not another one.
because so much shit happens that we kind of, we deal with it and we get over it because unfortunately we as black people, that's what we're used to doing. We deal with it, then we get over it.
It's like the lynchings back in slavery. They was used to that shit.
Yeah,
Someone got hung today, they threw a picnic, and you just kind of on it, and then the next day, y'all just
went about business as usual, and it was the same thing for the slaves. When somebody got lynched, it was like, they kind of mourned, did their little thing, but
the cycle still going on.
Yep. Next day, right back to business, and this whole thing made me because I usually, unfortunately, I try to avoid these things or these type of commentaries. Like, I won't watch the video. Like, when that video of Nipsey getting murdered was going around, I didn't watch that. There are certain videos I won't watch because I don't like that energy on me. And I didn't want to even talk about this, but it really touched my spirit because I was like, yo, the fact that that cop had his knee on this man's neck.
And know he's being recorded. You know how much arrogance you got to have to know that you're doing something wrong. You're being
just
recorded.
Right there, just looking at the camera too, like, what you gonna
that
do?
just shows you white privilege in a grand scheme, because this man knows he's doing something wrong. He's looking dead at the camera like, I don't give a fuck, because he knows he's not going to get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
And what pissed me off even more, not to take away from the man's life, rest in peace to George Floyd, the people did something courageous that I thought was dope. They didn't do that marching bullshit. We still overcome. They went to this man's house. They put murderer, and they kind of like vandalized his driveway, and everyone was standing in front of his house. Don't you know the fucking cops lined up like 100 police officers to protect his home? I'm like, come on now. That's why I don't believe he's really terminated. They say he's terminated,
right?
And why the fuck
they still protecting him?
Yeah, like that's the shit that bothers people. It's like y'all put police on a pedestal, like they are above and beyond everyday tax-paying citizens. Our taxes pay your bills.
Right.
You're not protecting and serving us,
and still y'all treat us like
scum, like the dirt corner of the bathroom floor. And they gave him protection. I'm like, wow. So I already kind of know where this is going. And like I said, if you think the outrage is crazy now, wait till this shit go to trial and get the same.
Right. If it goes to trial, because he was fired, but has he been charged?
I'm not sure. See,
because it was 4 of them, right? It was him and 3 other cops.
Yeah, he should be charged. But I mean, look,
I agree.
A lot of them. Darren Young was charged. There's a lot of niggas that get charged. You charge it to the game, but do you actually do time? That's different. And if he does time, what they'll do is they'll give him a slap on the wrist. You'll get like 3-4 years. Like that white girl in Dallas, she killed that man in his apartment. She got 3 years, and judge gave her a hug.
Yeah.
And, his brother forgave her.
Yeah.
So we gotta stop all that fucking no violence.
We're too forgiving.
Yeah, and I made a video and I was like, I know this is gonna be controversial because Michael Porter Jr., NBA player, he said that we should pray for the family of George Floyd, but pray for the police officers too. I said, nah, bro, we don't need niggas like you on the battlefield with us. It's too many, and I blame religion on it a lot. I'm like,
that's totally what it is.
Yeah, Christianity is crazy how white people worship the same God as you, but Christianity has never hindered them for their hatred for black folks.
Exactly.
Go to church and then burn the house down and hang you the same night.
and not only that, you guys are so hell-bent on this religion, right? Where the fuck was God those 400 years when y'all was out there picking cotton?
Yeah, see, I didn't get that. Yeah.
It took for people to be like, fuck this shit. I ain't doing this no more. We out. For motherfuckers, for something to change. It wasn't God came down and said, hey, you know what y'all should do? Y'all should probably leave. Look, it's more y'all than it is them. Why don't you go and freaking attack them? None of that.
It ended because of business, the North. If it wasn't for business and Lincoln, they should probably still be going on. So.
But they still, I mean, shit, they want to do it right now. Like, if you look at the prison industrial complex, like, that's just modern day slavery.
It's overpopulated. They put more money in prisons than they do schools.
Yep.
And I went to some of the worst schools in New York that you would think of. Nigga, we had no lockers. We had we had to share textbooks. But Rikers Island, they put all the money in the prison system. You know what I'm saying?
Because they figured, fuck it, don't give them an education. They're gonna end up over here anyway.
Most of y'all niggas gonna end up there anyway. Did you see the riots?
Yeah, I was looking at that. That was my next point. The riots in Minneapolis, they ran up in the Target. They ran up in the Target, looted it, and then burnt that bitch down.
Yeah, I heard it burned down. I seen a few videos. Look like they burnt the whole fucking. Look like they burnt the city down. Like it looked like
they over there wilding, and you know what? It's like the things that I've been seeing online, because this whole situation sparked riots in Memphis and Los Angeles.
Yeah, LA, yeah.
Outside of Minneapolis. So those three towns, like there's, people are outside. And I kind of called this like about a week or two ago. I said there's going to be some civil unrest pretty soon because first of all, people are going broke. And second of all, you're not really giving us any other option. And third of all, y'all are still killing us.
Yeah.
Like in a time where we should all be coming together as the American people, we as Black people still are being treated less than.
And what's been the whole gimmick through this whole fucking pandemic? We're in this together, right?
Yeah. No, we ain't.
I don't understand white America's arrogance. It's like, y'all think y'all can really have police officers kill Black people on camera and we're not supposed to retaliate? We're not supposed to say nothing. You're supposed to stay put, keep your business to yourself, and just go on about your day. I mean, eventually, you keep pushing people. Eventually, they got to push back. So you got a bunch of frustrated Black people with no leadership, no guidance. There's no leadership in any of these riots. I mean, my son was out there in Minnesota. But there's no real leadership. So you got a bunch of wild, angry young niggas. Of course they're going to, it's like when you mad and you punch a hole in the wall or you slam something. It's just like unorganized frustration. So, I mean, I don't blame them for tearing shit up. I just wish they would focus it on the police station. Tear that shit up.
Right. But unfortunately they can't because that's like a fortress. They know they go anywhere near there. These motherfuckers going to be out there with and they did show up with tear gas, guns, and all of that other shit. And the crazy part is that the police didn't have the same energy about a month ago when all of the white people came outside talking about I want to go outside with their guns and shit.
It was all
Black people, we ain't got no guns. We over here with our hands and our fucking anger.
Throwing rocks at cars.
Right, throwing rocks, and y'all got to come out with tear gas and fucking
and what they'll say that white people weren't being violent and they weren't looting. And that's what they'll tell you. That's what they'll say as far as their defense. They weren't doing anything. They were just protesting peacefully.
So I guess we got to come outside with our guns.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Martin Luther King and them protested peacefully, and y'all still hit him in the head with a rock.
But that wasn't even a rock. That was a stone.
Yeah.
They clocked the shit out of him.
All that shit.
Martin kept on walking. I'd have been like, nah, fuck that. That little white boy would have got stomped out with them fucking church shoes on.
Are you an MLK nigga or a Malcolm X nigga? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what it comes. But there's a lot of people out here right now with that no violence. I'm like that formula of no violence and just praying is the same formula we've had forever, and it's gotten us nowhere. And I
right, because it's split on Twitter right now.
Yeah, you gotta fight hate with love. I'm like, we've been doing that. We've been doing that.
Like people are on Twitter having like mixed emotions about the rioting and the looting. Some people are like, Target is insured all the way down to the wall fixtures, so looting, burning them down isn't going to do anything. What else? Burning down your town. Who is that chick? Tommy Lauren or whatever.
Tommy Lauren says something.
Yeah, she said. What is Rob looting and burning down your town going to do? Absolutely nothing. And somebody responded, well, when we peacefully took a knee, y'all had a problem with that. And I was like, goddamn right. Like,
Target. You know what? Minnesota has the biggest mall in the world, Mall of America. Burn that motherfucker down. I bet you you'll fucking piss some people off.
Mm-hmm.
My advice to people that's out here, just don't burn down any Black businesses.
Yeah.
In your neighborhoods, because like I say, there's still Black neighborhoods that never recovered from the '68 riots.
Yep.
When Martin Luther King got killed, like Watts, California, and Detroit, some of those black neighborhoods, the cities just never put any more money into those neighborhoods. They never invested back into them, and they just rotted out. And to this day, they're fucked up unless they just want to flip it and gentrify it. You
Right.
know,
That's the only time the hoods ever get any sort of
exactly.
love and attention is when
Yeah,
they
once they
want
done
to
ran
gentrify
out.
it. Like
Yeah,
come
so,
in and buy the properties cheap,
just be careful.
increase it.
If you ruin the whole shit, they are not gonna fucking help build it up. Like they'll be like,
Yeah. We're gonna be on our own, which might, I mean, if depending on who we have, right? Like as far as um celebrities that wanna, invest, as they like to say, like that this would be the time. Like go in and help build up these black communities that have gotten destroyed. Like other than just be like, do it for yourself, do it for other people. Like sometimes people don't even want you to just put money in their pocket. Freaking give them a better living condition.
yeah, because that's more. Because like I said, it's like teaching a person how to fish versus buying them fish.
Right.
Give me money once, but it'll teach me how to make it, and I'll be fine for life.